Okay, so we can call the meeting to order.
Yes.
So James, if you could unmute people one at a time so we can take a roll call for the record.
Everybody can unmute themselves. Nobody's restricted in that aspect, so just hit your space bar or swipe your phone to the left. You should
I was
have
just trying to avoid everybody doing it at once.
right, but I'm going to be taking the roll call for you at the same time and trying to run. It can be a little much to run.
Gotcha. Okay.
All right, go ahead and get us started.
Okay. Okay. Are we there?
Yep, you're all set.
Okay. So
Walter Bordeaux.
thank you.
All right. Robert Blank, not present. Walter Bordeaux.
He's here.
He's here. I'm here.
Kathleen Ray Clark,
Trouble with next. Please try again in a moment.
not present. Melanie DePamphilus,
Here.
Joseph Dubin,
Here.
Diane Durant, not present.
She's excused. She's
Right.
excused.
Michael Fox, not present. Eileen Francolino,
Here.
Susan Gibbon,
Excused.
excused. Laura Irons has not shown up.
Right.
Anna Kubish,
I'm here.
Kathy Mikett Piombo, not present. Jerry Lynn Nagel,
Wait a
Allison Smith,
Here.
Nancy Mankey,
Here.
Kathleen Sullivan, not present. Thomas Tallard, not present. Max Turgeon,
Excused. Sort of.
you have enough of a quorum. Go ahead.
Okay. I don't think we have any available minutes to approve, and I don't think we have any public participation, correct? There's nobody from the public on?
Correct. Nobody on the public at this moment.
Okay, and remarks by committee members or on public participation, we'll skip over that. Old business, fundraising, is there someone available to talk about the calendar?
No, that works.
Eileen,
Yes?
so about the calendar, so the last that we've really done about the calendar is we know that Jeff from Image Inc. is going to print it for us. I'm not sure if Susan has gotten prices for it yet. So, and we were just going to do, I think, a 12-month calendar we decided on.
Right, is he gonna be able to mail those to people who bought them?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, I don't know how we can distribute them unless we sell them online, and I don't know how, you avoid the whole COVID contact thing unless we do an online thing.
Yeah, I'm gonna see Susan she has no power at her house. I'm gonna see her this weekend though, so I'll bring
Okay.
it up with her.
Yeah, I'm just concerned about being able to sell it without too much public contact, because then you have to contact with the money, contact with the calendar, and if it's stored at someone's house and that person should get sick, we're in trouble,
Yeah.
so
So
we gotta
what
just think
can,
about-
what's our legal obligation to the calendar? We had a contest, that we put out there. I mean, we haven't contacted anybody to say that they were chosen yet. I mean, do we just forego doing the whole calendar? Is that an option? I don't know.
I don't know either. I would think we should be able to do it. I would think that you know, it'd be nice to use a local vendor if we could, but if we have to use somebody that's online that would print it and mail it directly out, it might keep things easy and keep our hands off of things, and we wouldn't have to worry about, you know, COVID or anything.
Okay, so I'll discuss that with Susan this weekend.
Yeah. Does anybody know, has the Waterfall Festival been canceled?
I haven't heard
Nobody-
anything on it. Let me ask my husband quick because he's on the committee. Tim,
Yeah, I can't
Waterfall
find-
Festival. Oh, he just said he thinks it's been canceled.
Okay, all right.
I
So
could,
that
I
means
could, I could confirm that for you. It's canceled.
Okay, so then we have no town gathering to sell these at, so probably the easiest thing to do would be to sell them online, I would think, but that's up to you guys.
Okay,
Okay. We had talked about in the past about setting up a website to sell our goods. We have some things left. We have a lot of the bags left. We have a few t-shirts, not a lot, and we have some soda. I don't think we can sell the soda online. We might be able to sell the bags, but it's hard to say. There's not a lot there. Maybe we could just save them until the extravaganza next year and sell them there. I don't know what you guys think about that.
I don't see why not. I would think we'd
Yeah,
be, you
I
know,
think-
we could.
Just sell them at the extravaganza.
Yeah,
I
sure.
think that makes sense to me. Okay.
Yeah, or if something, you know, once this COVID's under control, if we have a vaccine and there's something earlier in the spring, hopefully we can, you know, be there at it and sell it too. So we'll have to wait and
Yeah.
see.
Right. I think we just put it all on hold.
Yep.
We had
You
talked
have to
about,
get rid of this. The soda's gonna go flat though.
Right.
That's what I was
So,
just gonna say.
probably-
Is there
You said the soda,
You can't hang on to that for a year.
right, the soda has the
Yeah.
expiration date on it.
I'll have to look at it. I'll check it out and see what the date is. I don't know what we can do about it except maybe donate it somewhere. I really don't know. It's pretty hard. Okay. Mel, you had done
Yeah.
some research on the 150 for $150. Can you talk about that a little bit?
We did, but everything was on hold with knowing if we were going to do a mayor's ball with it and the gym plaque and all that. I think it was kind of at a standstill as well because we weren't sure how the plans would go for something like that to be able to advertise it.
Right. And you were going to use Jeff as a vendor?
For
Who
Jeff,
is going to build the
Imogene?
plaque? Yeah.
I know Bill, you had a couple of vendors, but I don't think we got that far yet.
Yeah,
Okay.
it may be someone like Mr. Trophy.
Yeah.
Looking at the new walls in the community center, it's that there's not as many opportunities for a big giant sign for Jeff Gambino to print, but we'd have to evaluate that.
Okay.
And I
Maybe
think we
someday
wanna
I can have a
probably-
little tour.
I'm sorry.
Tour the gym, right? we want to
Well, I
see
think-
what it looks like.
Probably
Well,
want to
the
get it a little
ble-
bit more complete.
Yeah,
Yeah.
nothing's really done yet over there. So, and
No.
there won't be any wall space in the gymnasium. It'll have to be out in the hallways of the community center.
Right.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yep.
Less apt to get wrecked on, You're
Yeah.
not going to take a nice basketball to it or something, but okay. Well, I
So
guess
is
we'll
that-
put that on hold. Things
Well,
get built.
so is-
I don't know.
I mean, basically is knowing is this still a possibility for us to do? Or do we have to go through any more approval process?
I think the game plan would be to, soon as this COVID thing is, I was thinking January 2nd to do a grand opening in a mayor's ball, but now looking at the COVID thing, it looks like it's still going to be around. So maybe shoot for like an April 1st and kind of we'll reevaluate December and January, see where COVID is. And if it's dying out, then we advertise and go forward. If it doesn't, we keep delaying it, a few months at a time to try to make it work. But I think if you had if you set up the gymnasium with round tables, you get a caterer to do a nice dinner, have beer and wine and a DJ or a band. it could be really a lot of fun. And
Mhm.
I think it would work for everybody.
What do you
Yeah.
think about the plaque though?
Oh, I still like it. Yeah, I like it. It's
Okay.
just that Keith sent out an email about how we can't
Yeah.
deface the walls and all that kind of stuff. So we would just have to be very selective at how we're going to do this. And I remember moving in my other job in a new town hall. There were all these rules and regulations, and then they
Mhm.
they were weaned
Yeah.
off pretty quick. So
Yeah. Well, we
not-
could talk to him about that before we went forward, just to be sure and just to cover, right? We could
yeah. Oh
have
no,
a
he's
meeting with,
yeah, he's very supportive. He wants this to be very successful. And has directed me to do whatever I can to help this group get successful. So
okay. All right, so we'll wait and see what happens with the gym on that one. Next on the agenda is we had talked about creating a holiday ornament. We need somebody to volunteer to take charge of that, to find like 3 samples and bring them back to the committee for a decision. Is there someone who would like to do that? Oh boy, guess not. Okay.
Well, I mean, you're
Um,
talking about selling a holiday ornament, but it's the same thing. We're going to run into the same cause that we're having trouble with the calendar and the merchandise. Who's handling it
No.
and all that? We start another project and we don't finish it. We're just doing the same thing
Right.
we're doing right now.
Right.
I
We
mean-
were talking about for maybe next year's extravaganza for something different to sell, at the extravaganza, just as a memento of the year. You could be right. We could be in the middle of COVID next June. I darn well hope not. Good God. But, and we don't have to commit to anything, but, just to have something in place that would be pretty, that if we wanted to have it and people wanted to have a memento of the year, it would be something nice. I don't know. If we don't want to do it, that's fine. I don't have a problem with that. We need to plan something for the extravaganza if it's going to go forward. And we don't have to plan it now. That's way too far in advance, but maybe by like February, March, if we know that the extravaganza is going to happen, we should have something ready to pop out and do.
I could tell you, Eileen, I could tell you that Jack Crowley, when we did the Building a Strong Community Christmas ornaments, it was like 100
Yep.
ornaments for $3, and I think we sold them for $5 or something like that. So he can do them pretty quick, and if you have a logo or something, you could slap it right on there, and it could take just a matter of 3 weeks probably.
Yeah, I don't think we want, we just want something for people to have a memento. People have asked, are you going to make the wooden coin? Are you going to do this? Are you going to do that? And like, wooden coin? No. I don't know. But I just thought that maybe a Christmas ornament, and we'll call it a holiday ornament, would be something that would be a keepsake kind of thing like that. But
That could be
maybe
easily
next
done.
meeting. Okay.
Well,
All
a
right.
barrel stave was the thing for Newington. That's what they used
Yes.
to make.
Right.
And maybe you could have a miniature barrel stave.
A barrel what? I didn't hear that.
A barrel stave.
A barrel.
The things that held
That's
the
what they-
barrels, the wooden barrels together. That's
Okay.
That's what they made when the bus garage was a factory. That's what they produced there, was barrel staves. But I've looked around online for them. They're expensive. I've never seen a miniature one. If somebody sees one online that we could, do something with, I don't know. I poked some. I'll look some more, but
I'll look.
okay, it's not a rush. Okay. Moving
Okay.
on. The random acts of kindness. We're going to do that through the schools. Hopefully there is school. We don't know. But that's a something of no expense. That's supposed to be a community building kind of thing. And if we were going to focus on the children that way, it would be pretty easy. We can do that maybe in the spring when kids are back, hopefully, because there'll be a vaccine by then, and maybe meet with the PTO people and let them run with the ball. If anybody knows anybody that's a PTO leader in town, have them get in touch with me. That would be great. And maybe by the spring we'll be able to plan that. Same with the blood drive. We were going to try to run that in conjunction with the high school blood drive, so we would have a chance at making our goal of 150 pints. Hopefully, we could do that in the community center and have it like a, you know, enough beds there that we would be able to draw 150 or 150 from the high school. That would be pretty cool, and it's free. You know, it doesn't cost us anything to run it. So, and it's community building. The cemetery tour. Anybody here for that? No, right?
Yeah, Kathy Clark.
Yeah, but is she here? Kathy, are you here?
Nope.
No.
Okay. Okay, so we'll have to skip that. Bill talked about the mayor's ball a little bit. That was going to be March or April. We'll see what happens with the weather. And that'll be a nice way to welcome people to our new community center and the gymnasium. And hopefully by then it'll be all built and we can spruce it all up and have a fun little time.
I thought we were
Yeah.
going to do the ball. I'm sorry. I thought this, Nancy. I thought we were going to do the ball later in the year. No, we've changed that now.
We had talked about that, but later in the year gets to be political season, right?
Oh,
We don't want to do that.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We don't want to do that.
Okay.
So that's a little, yes, Bill?
Eileen, just so everyone knows, right now the governor's rules are 25 people indoors. And Keith's rules are that the town hall community center is kind of closed until COVID is gone. So it's a lot, you know, even the blood drive and everything else. If you have 150 cots, obviously we have to make sure COVID is out of its way.
Oh, yeah. No, it wouldn't be 150 cots. It would be like, you know, I don't know what they bring, 10, 20 cots, and you just take, you know, you get an appointment and you come. It's not 150 people in the gym all at the same time. It runs all day, morning till, you know, evening, and you come in a few at a time. Yeah, obviously all of this is dependent on COVID leaving.
Yeah.
And we don't need to make a committee tonight, but if we could think about whether or not you'd like to be involved in the planning of the mayor's ball, we need to send out some invitations to people, especially the old mayors. Find their contact information. We need to have some decorations, something going on like that. We need to find a DJ or a band or whatever. But by next meeting, think about maybe if that's something that you'd like to volunteer to be on a subcommittee for, we could use some help.
I could commit the Parks and Rec staff and myself to put that together for you.
Beautiful. To restock the shelves, that would be in the spring, and that's just something to restock the food bank. I think that would be best if we do that in conjunction with something else. Maybe we could do it at the first summer concert and tell people to bring a can or something, you know. I don't know. Just a thought, but I think that's something that's community building. It's good for everybody. Our food bank is great, and we need to support it.
The concerts are going to be going on in the municipal parking lot until at least the second week of September, if that helps you any to make an announcement and let them bring food there. I don't know.
Yeah, we were talking about doing that next year, you know.
Oh, okay.
In 2021. Yeah.
Okay.
Because we're all too old to be getting COVID. And dinner in the park, that was something that we talked about at our last meeting, is having some sort of come have dinner, watch the concert, do whatever. Bill had suggested maybe a hot dog roast kind of thing. We could put that together fairly easily. And it's just a bonding kind of thing, I guess. And the Kids Shortest Marathon, I don't know if we have people who are willing to put in the work to run that. That's a lot of work. I think you probably have to have adults too to make it profitable, or at least break even, because I don't know that the kids too many people would be able to pay $20 a head or something, so a kid could have a race jersey, a medal, a drink or something at the end, some prize or whatever, it gets to be a little bit expensive and, meet the cost of labor or whatever. So, that's
We
something
had the
that we have
CERT
to think
team
about.
working on that. I mean, we,
Yeah.
I'm on the CERT team and we were directing people, but this, in one of the runs, so
Hmm.
I think it was a library
You guys
run.
do the library run, right? Yeah, yeah.
I mean, I
This
don't know
would
what,
be- Yeah,
yeah.
this is like a instead of a 5K, a 0.5K, so it would be really short, just kind of a fun, goofy thing, and maybe do some little minute to win it things in between or something.
Hmm.
I don't know. We have to just kind of,
That sounds like a good
wait and
Parks
see
and
what
Rec
happens.
thing.
Yeah. Well, we have to
Yeah.
kind of wait and see what happens with COVID to plan anything, I think.
I have something that we can do that's COVID friendly.
What's that?
Okay, I'm on the Historical Society. I have a whole list of the historic houses that are 100 years or older, under 150. And we could, if we have a website, we can list, I had it for $900, but I cut it down to nothing. So if we list all the historical houses and their addresses and their age and where they're located, and we put it on the website, if somebody wants to go look to see where this house is, they can do that, drive by in their car, COVID friendly. And if not, they can say, oh, that's nice, or whatever. So,
Very
and I
simple to
have
put
all
on the
the list.
website.
I have the whole list from the state of Connecticut, and I have it on a spreadsheet. So,
Okay, if you would like to send me a list of the Newington historical houses, I can put that on the website very easily. That's not a problem.
okay.
It's a little afternoon drive.
How about
Okay.
if you had made it into a contest and
Yeah.
you drove around and took a picture with your cell phone of the 100 houses, and if you did it in a month or 2 months, whatever you determine, their names go into a raffle and you give away 3 prizes.
That'd be
Right,
good.
T-shirt.
That's
Yeah,
fine.
that's a good idea.
Mm-hmm.
Give away old money, historical money. No.
Yeah. We can give away our flat soda, right?
I'll make some on the printer.
Okay. If
Yeah.
you just if you send it to me, we can get that up. That's pretty easy. Okay. Under new business, I sent you guys an email that says we're going to be collaborating with Parks and Rec, which is exciting and will make our lives a whole lot easier. So we're going to be working together to get this celebration off the ground and off to a good thing. The Memorial Day Parade, Mike Fox is going to take care of that, and he's not here. We were talking about.
I am here.
Oh, you are?
Yay.
Hello, Michael. I didn't
I'm
know you
late,
came.
but I'm here.
Okay, that's good. We had talked about trying to be a division in the Memorial Day Parade. Did you get a chance to talk to that guy who runs it? I forgot his name. I'm sorry.
No, I haven't. Been kind of busy at home here, but I will give. I don't have his name off the top of my tongue. That Kenny O'Brien. I'll talk to him over the weekend and get together with him and Steve Carragher and the others and see what we can do.
Okay, and we would be happy to pay for like a band in our division, so it doesn't cost them anything. If we paid for a band for our division and we just had a few things, it wouldn't take away from the special nature of what the Memorial Day Parade is, but it gives us a chance to showcase our town a little bit.
Yeah, that would take even a little more coordination, and they're not cheap,
The bands, yes, I'm aware. Yeah.
None of them are cheap.
Yep.
Melanie knows that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but we could be okay.
Who have you been trying to get in touch with on the committee, Mike?
I'll be getting in touch with Kenny O'Brien at first.
Because also
the chair.
No, the chair. No, it's not. The chair is Fran Evoy.
Yes, the chair is Fran Even, but I don't think he wouldn't have too much time right now. yeah, he is the commanding officer of the Connecticut
Okay.
National Guard. So I'll get hold of Kenny,
Okay.
You're all busy.
others that we can,
Yeah.
that we can work with.
And Tim Mankey's on the
Okay.
committee too, so you could always talk to him.
Yeah.
Okay, if
Okay.
you could bring us back an answer for next month, that would be good, so we could make a plan.
Could I suggest, Eileen, Mike, through you, Madam Chair, Mike, could you explore, instead of a division, making it the Memorial Day Parade in conjunction with the 150th anniversary?
Yeah.
Because it gives it, I don't know, to be just a division waters the 150th down. And I don't see why the Memorial Day Parade people wouldn't embrace being part of the 150th. I mean, 150th celebration and veterans kind of seems to go hand in hand.
That's a good idea.
That's great.
I like it.
Yeah,
As long as we're
I agree.
stepping on anybody's toes, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if we
Um,
throw in $1,000 for a band to bus a band to the parade, I think it'd be money well spent, and it'll add to the parade, and it'll make it even bigger and better.
Well, Michael, if you would talk to them and ask them what they want, that'd be great.
I think we just
Okay.
lost him, Eileen. He just left.
Uh-oh. Okay.
But yeah, that would be good to make that like the theme of the parade.
Right.
Yeah.
Except
Only
it's
happens
really
once
supposed
every
to be
150 years.
Yeah, but it's supposed to be a parade to honor our veterans, and I don't want to take away from that and be disrespectful to them at all. It's their day, and we're asking for permission to participate. So I don't want to take over the parade.
Why don't we,
Sherry,
Mike Fox asked some of the veterans what their spin is on it.
right.
Mhm.
The last time I talked to Michael, he was thinking that they were not going to want to be overshadowed, which I understand. But maybe if we could work together, that would be great. But I don't want to take the honor they deserve away from them. You know what I mean? So we'll have to see how they feel. If they're up for it, that's great. If they're not, I get it. Either way. Okay. The beautification project. Part of what has been done in the past in town is a beautification project. We had originally talked about daffodils, and that kind of fell by the wayside. Bill, why don't you explain? It's easier. I don't have to repeat it.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I talked to Stonehenge today and got a price of for hardy bulbs for daffodils of 30 cents a piece. And it was suggested that we give away 5 in they call it a wave. So you donate 5 bulbs for free to, say, buy 5,000 of them and give 1,000 households a set of 5. And they would have to plant them, say, in October. So we'd have to move kind of quickly on this. And they would plant them, and they would come up in the spring. They're less likely for rodents to eat them, and they're pretty hardy where they come out. They're landscaper bulbs, so there'd be a step up from the homeowners' bulbs, and they would come up year after year, and it would be something that you gave away in memory of the 150th anniversary. So I think it might be a nice touch if you want to do that.
And we would have to do that this October, just so you guys know, because you plant the bulbs in the fall and they come up in the spring. So for us to be able to do that, we would have to order the bulbs and then just keep a roster of households in town, check people off when they come, and give them their bulbs. I don't know what anybody thinks about that.
I can only
I think-
just say about, we have clay soil and the bulbs don't do very well. I'm on Willard Avenue, so I don't know how
Yeah.
other people, not everybody has that issue.
Well, you
I
could,
know
I
in
guess
the
you could
past
put them
when
in
they did them around town, they were beautiful.
yeah, and you could put them in pots too. I mean, 5
Yeah, that's
bulbs,
true, right,
Yeah,
or
5,
flower
yeah.
boxes.
right?
Yep. The other thing people did in the past when they did this was they donated them back to the town, and then the town planted them around like signs in town or on the green or over by CVS or something in the center. So you don't necessarily have to put them at your house. You could donate them back to the town, and then they would be bigger displays than just 5 bulbs. You know, it would be a bigger area and it would be, you know, a nice impact, but that would be up to the people of the town if they wanted to do that. I know by the welcome sign, and it's on the highway, they had them there. They had them by the town hall. Around the new town hall would be great. It would be beautiful. But that would be for people to say, no, I won't put them at my house. We'll donate them back to the town and see what happens. Just a thought. But are we willing to go forward with that?
How are we selling them? Or is it like a pre-order form, or where do we sell
No,
them?
it would be free. We would be giving them away. It's a beautification project, and we would be giving them away.
Okay.
5 per household.
Okay.
So they're 30 cents a bell. So 5 to it's $1.50 basically. It's like
Yeah.
giving away tchotchkes kind of thing. But
Yep.
and this committee could determine if you wanted maybe buying 5,000 is too much. I don't know what do you have any money in the kitty? What did the town give you? 5,000 and 5,000?
We had 5,000 and 7,000 or 7,500.
Total?
7,000. I forget what the second.
Yeah,
Second
I
thing
thought it
was,
was
but
5. I
right
thought it was
now-
5 and 5. But anyways,
No, they
whatever.
gave us more. They gave us more this budget, but
Oh, okay.
we do not have $5,000 right now because we have some of our money is tied up in things that we bought and haven't been able to sell. So we have like $4,900 in the bank, roughly. Is that right, Allison?
But you also, July 1st, you got that new pot of money, didn't you?
Right.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know that we have
it.
enough. I don't know that we have enough that we want to spend $5,000 on a beautification project of daffodils.
No,
Right. We don't-
it's 30 cents. So 30 times 5,000 is 1,500.
Maybe give people the opportunity of donating $5. $1 a bulb.
I don't think
It's a
people,
possibility.
you won't get the impact that you're looking. If you want to spread beautification all around, you got to kind of encourage people to do it.
Mhm.
Okay.
I think the problem is we haven't really had any fundraisers. So
Right.
I don't know that. I think it's a really great idea. I just, because of COVID, we haven't really been able to raise any money, and we don't really have a ton of money. And we're talking about spending money for the band. And I mean, right now I'm looking at what we have for the year, and I don't know that we have a ton of money to play around with, unfortunately.
Do you know how much money we have now?
We have.
Yeah,
we
I
have
think it's
49
somewhere around $4,500.
Okay.
But that's from last year, right? I mean, you got another pot of 7,500 July
Right,
1st.
but we haven't. Right, we just haven't taken it out to put it in the bank yet. It's still with the town, but we need to put it in our bank account.
But when were we told that we got council money?
It got approved in the budget.
in the
Oh.
budget.
Oh,
So it got approved the 3rd week of April, but you get access
Yeah.
to it after July 1st.
oh yeah. I knew that we were trying for it, but never.
You got it. Yeah,
seen
you
it
got
was
it.
confirmed.
Yeah.
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 So maybe we need to come back to the table with like an exact budget, and then we could kind of split it up based on what we need to fundraise for and what we can do for the beautification project. Because we've kind of went over a bunch of ideas, but some of them should be from fundraising, some should be community service, and then leading to our celebration. We're kind of all over the place.
Really,
Yeah, I think
like,
maybe each project needs to put together an estimate and send it to me. Because I mean, I wasn't even aware that money got approved.
So the random acts of kindness shouldn't cost any money. The blood drive shouldn't cost any money. The restock the shelves shouldn't cost any money. The cemetery tour probably was going to cost a little money, but if we charge, it should break even. Dinner in the park. I can't imagine that's going to really cost a whole lot of money. So the only big thing that we're spending money on is would be the parade and the mayor's ball. And the mayor's ball we're going to have to charge for. I don't think we'll be able to cover all our expenses. I mean, we could if we wanted to charge a big ticket, but I would think if we took some of the money they gave us to reduce the cost of a ticket to the mayor's ball, we should be okay. We should be able to
My only
budget the
point-
mayor's ball.
I think
Go
we
ahead.
can budget for it all. Are we still in fundraising mode? Or are we in 2021 mode? I mean, that's kind of, the girls have been working hard on a calendar, and that was for fundraising, and the t-shirts fundraising, but are we just moving past that and now we don't have to fundraise at all and we're doing more community service efforts?
I think there's still things that we can sell. I think that, we've committed to the calendar, so that will be some input. And then hopefully next year at the extravaganza, we'll be able to sell whatever goods we have left here. Sell the reusable shopping bags, what's left of our t-shirts, and maybe one other thing that would be a memento of the time, whether it's an ornament or something else that we have that would be something to sell as a memento. We should be okay. I don't think we need to raise a ton of money. I'd like to just be able to cover the costs of what we're going to do, make each event self-sustaining. And if we have anything left, maybe we can give some back to Parks and Rec to help cover the cost of the labor that they've provided.
I think it would be good
absolutely.
to, oh, sorry.
No, go
I
ahead.
think it would be good to have a list of what we have, what to sell, how much money we could get from selling what we have. So we will have and how much money we're getting from the town, et cetera. So we have so we know,
Exactly.
because
I
we're
think
all kind of guessing.
Yeah.
I think you could, in my mind, for the mayor's ball, you should either break even or make money on that as a fundraiser. So I
Correct.
don't see that as a cost.
Yeah.
You can make
Right.
it, $35, $40 a ticket, make a deal, you get your name on a plaque, blah, blah,
Mhm.
blah. And you could do okay there. And I appreciate everybody's concern about listing everything out. But if you do want to do the fall bulbs thing, you really need to know tonight, because it takes 3 to 4 weeks to order them. Then you have to distribute them, and they have to be planted by October. So, either say I want to spend, $500, $1,000, $1,500, or not do it at all is okay with me. But if you want me to do it and administer it, we need to move on it quickly. And I'm going on vacation the last 2 weeks of August, so I've got limited time to be able to put that together.
Bill, do they come prepackaged in 5 bulbs,
No.
or was that
No.
something we could put together?
Yeah, we could do that, though. I could get people to do that in our office. I could
Mhm.
basically handle it. I don't think, I'm not looking for more volunteers. If you're short on volunteers, we could
No,
do
I
it
just
under.
was curious. Yeah, I was just kind of curious if they came pre-packed or if we have to pack them or whatever.
I think they come in giant bags, like 50-pound bags.
Holy crap. Okay. So if we have, I think the last time I looked, we had $4,900 in the bank. So if we spent $1,500 of that,
Yep, that gets you 5,000 bulbs. That gets you 5 bulbs per family. That's 1,000 households. Condos and apartments probably not likely to take advantage of it as much.
Mhm.
I called Steve, the assessor, today, but didn't get a response. I asked him how many single family houses there were in Newington to kind of get an idea for tonight's meeting, but I
Mhm.
didn't get that answer.
Mhm. I'm not so worried because it would have to be done on a first come, first served basis. We have X amount to give out to the first, however many homes come. And if we can't afford to buy one for every home, we can't afford to buy one for every home. That's just the way it is.
I don't think anybody's expecting that. I just think if you had 1,000 homes have 5 daffodils in it in the spring, I think that's a pretty impressive statement for the 150th group.
Okay. So what do you guys think? Do you think we want to do this or not?
I think it would be good to start doing something.
I think it's a great idea. I just think the hardest part we're having is leading up to this meeting. All we've been told is we don't have money. So
Well,
now,
And that we
you
should
know,
that we should put
and
and that we should put a pause on everything because of COVID.
yeah, because
Right.
even the
Well, we
calendar
weren't-
girls they kind of got postponed too because we weren't really willing to give them $1,000 and they put all that work into that calendar. So I feel
Mhm.
kind of bad that we're just flipping over stuff like crazy and not finishing a project.
Here, here.
And that's, I love the daffodil idea. I'm thinking about it. And I think that's why maybe there's a lot of silence is leading up to this. All we've been told is we don't have any money, and we weren't told that we got any money from the new budget and that we didn't have any money from buying the t-shirts, where really we bought everything with the t-shirts, the soda, and the bags. We've already paid those bills off. So everything we sell past that is profit. But
Do
it
we
kind of
have
needs
a
to be,
treasurer?
we need to come back to the table and itemize what we have left so we can actually tell everybody what
Yes.
our profit is. But we have no clue how much soda we have, how much we have left in bags, how many we left in t-shirts. We don't even have a treasurer's report except kind of what we heard tonight. So maybe the
Right.
easiest thing for us to do is get ourselves back to the beginning and get ourselves organized so we kind of have an idea how much money do we need to raise, how much do we want to put it towards Mayor's Ball, how much do we want to put it towards daffodils, and then it would be easier to make a decision.
Right.
Mhm. I don't mean
That
to
that's
like.
my only thing.
Yeah, I
right.
would agree with that.
I don't
We
think
have
we
to
can
move
finish.
forward.
Absolutely.
I think you could also sell whatever you have left over at the mayor's ball, either give away the soda. I don't know what the expiration date was, but you could give it away or sell it in the t-shirts, the bags, all that. You could have a table at the front registration table and try to sell it if that helps you any too, before the extravaganza.
I don't think we're going to be left with anything.
Yeah.
I mean, it goes. We just haven't had a chance. But at the same time, we don't
Right.
even know what we have left. So if we could actually maybe put our itemized list together of what we have left and say, if we sold this, we really have about $1,500 to $2,000 in the bank. Then it kind of makes it easier. I mean, just leading up to this, all we've been told is we don't have any money. So I think
Well-
$1,500 is great for a community project because it would outreach so many homes. And honestly, in the spring, it'll be the perfect timing. But I think for us to vote on this tonight, I think we should all be obligated to come back with a better game plan next meeting, like an itemized list, and maybe do a following treasury report and how much we're spending from here on out so that we have a better idea and we can vote on it honestly.
Okay. I think there was a little misunderstanding when I was saying we didn't have any money. What I meant was that we didn't make any money. What we have now is a little less than $5,000 and a lot of product. When I was saying we didn't have any money is because we didn't make any money yet.
But we really
Correct,
need a
but we have the
treasurer
chance to.
report. Every time we have a meeting, we should have a treasurer's report. That's how groups work.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Understood.
I think that I need to have a better understanding of where the inventory is, who has the inventory, money that's made. I mean, I agree, and I can do that. But I think I just need to have a little bit more information. I'd love to put together a budget, but I need someone to email me a clear list of events that we're going to have. And I'm happy to put together even an estimate of the cost of those events or the revenue of those events, but I need to have a clear understanding of what those events are going to be and when they're going to be. And I think I need to know how much inventory we have and where it is.
I
have no
the
problem.
inventory.
Agree.
But I have no problem putting together the inventory if you want me. I mean, I did do the shirts. I can't tell you what we have, or the soda. I mean, I think we did a pretty good job on it, but I have no problem putting that together.
I have the inventory in my house.
I have a
I
suggestion.
have all the product. Okay, we're all talking over each other. I have the inventory at my house. I can count that. That's not a problem. The problem is it's not money in hand, so we're just going to take a guess that we can sell it. If that's what you want to do, that's fine. I think if we look at our list of things that we were planning to do, the calendar, if we make money and all we're looking to do with the calendar is break even. That was our original goal when we formed the committee. We said we would do anything as long as it was self-sustaining. So our goal was to try to at least make the calendar self-sustaining. If it made some money, great. If it didn't, whatever. It's a memento from the 150th that people can have. They can cut the pictures out and save them later or whatever they want to do. The holiday ornament would just be a memento of the year. If we want to do that, that's fine. If we don't want to do that, that's fine too. Random acts of kindness shouldn't cost anything. The blood drive shouldn't cost anything. The cemetery tour should pay for itself. Restock the shelves shouldn't cost anything. Dinner in the park shouldn't cost anything. So the things that we have planned, the only thing that's going to cost is the Mayor's Ball, which Parks and Rec has a handle on, and the Memorial Day Parade, which a band would be about $1,000. So other than miscellaneous cost of things to promote these events, which is pretty hard to say, I don't think we have to worry about running out of funds right now.
Eileen,
Yes.
Joe Dubin has a question.
Okay.
Well, I was thinking about what Bill said regarding the daffodils, and we're already into August. It's only 2 months until October. I don't know that we can put it off a month, but I was thinking if we're the 150th anniversary committee and we committed to 1,500 bulbs at 30 cents, that's $450. And at 5 bulbs a packet, that would be 300 individuals could get that. So I think that's a workable amount, and I don't think we're overextending ourselves at $450. But I mean, that's just a suggestion.
I agree.
Yep.
I don't think we have any huge expenses coming up other than trying to raise money to keep the Mayor's Ball as affordable as possible. If we want to run something that's a little bit of a higher end, which we had discussed, we want to keep the price down as much as we can. And if we have money from this year's budget, and if we can sell off the product that we have, I think we should be fine. I would be happy to put an inventory together of that. I will post it as quickly as I can. But I don't know. How many people are online? Just 8? 9? James?
9.
9. Okay.
8
Can
total.
we take a roll call vote? Can somebody make a motion about the daffodils and we can just take a vote, please?
Well, I moved to spend $450 on daffodils.
Would
Can
it be
someone
possible?
second that, please?
Excuse me for a second. Would the motion maker consider $500 for shipping? $50 extra for shipping?
Yeah, I'd consider that a friendly amendment.
Okay, thank you.
And is there someone who'd like to second that?
Second.
Okay. And can we take a roll call vote, please?
I'm in favor.
I'm in favor. We need to do something, so I think that's a good start.
Okay. James, can you call the roll so we could take a vote, please? Is he there?
No.
There we go. Here I am.
Yeah.
There he is.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, I'm going to run down the list. So let's see. We've got Walter,
Yes.
Melanie,
Yes.
Joe,
Yes.
Eileen,
Yes.
Anna,
Yes.
Jerry,
Yes.
Allison,
Yes.
Nancy,
Yes.
That would be unanimous.
Okay, motion passes. Great. All right, moving on. Max is not here this evening, but he was interested in putting together some kind of townwide open housey kind of thing at Indian Hill to showcase the course and maybe open it up to the public. Again, this would not be something that would cost us money. It would just be an opportunity for residents to see the course, to play the course, and enjoy an asset of our town. He was looking into that information. Unfortunately, he's not here tonight, so I can't really move on with that one.
So is he
Is anybody a
squashing the
member
golf
up there?
tournament?
He wasn't up for organizing that. This would be more of a, because that would cost money. He was more interested in putting together an open house kind of thing that would be just more for fun rather than competition, and it wouldn't be as costly, and it wouldn't require the labor, because I don't think we have the labor.
So
he was
he
trying to see
doesn't.
if he could. Excuse me?
I was just saying, so he's squashed doing a golf tournament for next year?
Well, we were gonna do it this year, but then COVID happened. But he didn't squash it. He was just kind of coming up with another idea of something that would be a fun event, a community building event, wouldn't be costly. Maybe,
maybe we need to find out what he plans to do.
Right. I don't think he's had a chance to meet with the golf pro yet to just run the idea by him, but I think he was looking, I'm just letting people know he was looking to do something that would be more of a kind of open house. I don't know if it would be a free day to play, but something, because it would, it would give our town a chance to see the course. It would let them showcase the course, and maybe it would boost their business, and it would allow residents to be able to enjoy something different. But we can talk about that at our next meeting. Hopefully he can put something together by then. But that would be for next spring sometime. It would be in 2021.
Maybe the 150th anniversary committee could rename Indian Hill Country Club.
Yeah. Get them a new logo, right?
Yeah, we're all
them a
very
new-
sensitive. Yeah.
Yes, about a whole lot of things. Okay. Kathleen she was interested in partnering with some other groups in town to help promote the 150th and promote their events as well. I know she had talked about the Oktoberfest with the German club,
Sagerbund.
but
Sagerbund.
that's the word I'm talking.
Yeah.
But I think we'll have to wait until they get. Go ahead.
Yeah. I at a previous meeting, I said that I would pay for a table for Sagerbund when they have the, I think it's Christmas event. And you have to pay for $40 a table, and I will do that. If we still have shirts by then or product. So.
Yeah, we'll definitely have bags. I'll sit down and count them tonight, and I will post that as soon as I can and let you know what we have left.
All right.
Okay, so going forward, someone was going to check about the parade. Be on the lookout for a holiday ornament if there's something that you like. What else did we need to do? The parade and we'll probably have to put to. Excuse me.
You wanted the barrel staves. Another thing
Well,
is,
if you could,
I think I might be able to find barrels, little barrels. So that's a possibility.
what would we do with those?
I don't know. What were you going to do with the other thing?
I thought you were talking about tiny little barrel staves, like a little miniature thing to hang on a tree, not a
Oh, okay.
not a big
So
long.
All right. I'll look.
I don't know what we would do with the big ones. I mean, if you had an idea, that's fine.
No, not a
know,
big one. A little one.
Yeah, it'd be kind of cool if like the art league or somebody had something to do that they wanted to make some interesting things out of them. I'm not an artsy person. I settle for signing my name legibly, but you know, if there's a group in town, we also have coming a quilt from the Schoolhouse Quilters, and I have a painting that was done by Janice Reynolds that are things that we can auction off, or sell raffle off, I guess is the word I want to use. We can do that at the mayor's ball. There should be quite nice. Other than that, does anybody else have anything else to add?
You can't have a raffle unless you get a permit.
Okay.
So you can have
Not
a
a problem.
drawing though. Yeah.
What's the difference? Is one for money and one for a product?
No, it's the state of Connecticut.
What's the difference between a raffle and a drawing?
I don't know. I
Me
mean,
neither.
no, that's why you gotta call it what it isn't.
Maybe
it.
one's for
Okay.
profit, one's not for profit.
Or yeah, or
Bill,
like
do you know?
raffling off. Yeah. Bill
I
would
don't-
know.
Bill?
I by the letter of the law, I believe they're the same. So I think Jerry's right in regards to if you want to do it legally, you should get a raffle permit. But I would only advise that if you're going to make some money on the deal, because otherwise it's not worth
Call
it.
it a
Yeah.
drawing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But nonprofit groups normally don't get knocked by arrested by the police or whatever. But this group wouldn't want to put their name in that type of jeopardy.
Right.
Thing.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, we can check into that. That's something to consider. But those are both going to be two nice objects that we can have some fun with at the mayor's ball. Hopefully.
If you did it for free as a raffle, as a door prize, you could do it as a door prize.
That would, that's good.
So say you say the ticket is $35 or $40 to get into the mayor's ball, you get one free door prize ticket or 5 free door prize tickets for this quilt and 2 bags and soda, whatever a Christmas ornament, etc. Yeah, so you build it into the ticket for the mayor's ball, and you still win. You get to where you want to be at the end and not have the aggravation.
Yeah, I see. Okay, well, that's something to think about. We could work on that. I need to call the Schoolhouse Quilters, and I don't even know if they've been meeting. I would guess not. I think it was going to be a put the squares together kind of quilt. So hopefully they've all worked on one, and then they can put it together when they can meet again. But who knows when that's going to be?
I know.
All righty. Anything else, guys? Okay. Can
I have a
motion to
question.
adjourn?
If you could clear, hello? I have a question.
Yes.
Did I hear earlier you say that whatever, when we were talking about the money and the budget and everything, that if we had money left over, that it would go to Parks and Rec? Is that correct?
No.
Okay.
No, that was just a thought that maybe we could cover some of the cost of their labor. It's just a random thought. If we have money left over, we can do with it whatever we want. That was just.
It has to go back to the general
stream of
treasury.
consciousness.
Any leftover money, when all is said and done, has to go back to the general treasury.
Okay, well, we could always spend it.
Exactly, you could. Yeah.
We could buy some something.
Just a little confused on that. That's all. Thank you.
And just to be
You're
clear, I have no expectations of getting money, so don't worry about that.
Okay.
I will guarantee you that I'll make you money, and I won't need your money.
Okay.
I can second that.
That's on record. Okay. All right. Are we good? Does anybody have anything else to say?
No.
So are we staying on a monthly meeting schedule?
Yes.
Okay.
Do you think we need to meet more than that?
No, I just wasn't sure through the summer, what, if we're staying on monthly, the first Thursday, or,
I thought that's what we had agreed to. That's why I called this one. Did we not? Am I wrong? I could be. I don't know.
Well, I have
Um,
it calendar for the first Thursday of every month.
okay.
Yeah. Okay. So that's the plan then. All righty. Maybe
Okay.
next time we'll be able to meet in our new town hall. Wouldn't that be exciting?
Don't
Okay.
bet on it. Who is the
School will be
treasurer?
open by then.
Who was the treasurer that was speaking? I can't see it, so I was just so I.
This is Allison Smith. I'm the treasurer.
Allison Smith. Okay, and you're on the. Are you on that the list that Eileen has the
Yes.
email list? Yeah. Okay. Good. Good.
Yes.
Good. Good. All right. So if I get my marching orders correct, if I understand everybody, tomorrow I can order $450 plus shipping of up to no more than 500 for bulbs, daffodils. I was going to pick yellow if yellow's okay with you guys, but I'm blind, so it doesn't matter to me. Okay.
Yellow's perfect.
Okay. And then we will make a flyer. I'll take whatever logo or information you have off your website. I'll stick it on a flyer. I'll write a news release and let Eileen doctor it up, do whatever she wants. We'll send it out to 56 radio, TV, community calendars, and we'll have a place for people to pick them up, probably at some event that we're going to have, or at the Parks Garage. That might be the best place we could set up. If it rains, we could open up the garage door and let people come and pick them up off a table, check their names off, and it's first come, first serve. And we might do it on a Saturday morning, depending on if you guys want to get involved and be there and help hand them out, depending on your sensitivity to COVID, but we would be socially distancing and doing our masks and all that stuff.
I have a question.
Sounds good, Bill. If you could
Right.
include in there something about if people want to donate them back to the town so they could be placed around the town, that would be great too.
Okay.
And they
Hey,
have to be in, my question, they have to verify they're a Newington resident so they don't get planted in West Hartford.
I mean, if somebody was lying to us, I'd be disappointed, but yeah, we could ask for their driver's license. Yeah. Or I'll just have Jerry, you know everybody, you just stay with us. Sorry, you're not a resident. Get the heck out of here.
Yeah.
Eileen?
Yes.
Eileen? This is Anna.
Yes.
I have to sign off.
Okay.
Okay?
Thank you.
Bye, guys.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
All right. Bye. Okay. Does anybody have anything else to add?
Actually, you know what, Mel,
Okay.
I was just thought of something. We could even maybe give them away at a firehouse too, if that works.
That's
I can work
good.
that out with you. Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
We could
So
probably even
that's
do
about-
2 locations if we wanted to.
That's true. Yeah, we could do sections of town. Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That would be no problem.
We can
So,
knock that
like,
around a
if-
little bit.
If
Yeah. You know where I am.
at a firehouse do the bulbs, why can't we do the same thing with the calendars? Why can't we stand there and give out calendars that were ordered via the website or whatever? I mean, I guess
As
I
long as
don't
they're not
understand.
They're not free.
Sorry.
Yeah.
No, I know.
I mean,
I know the
how
bulbs.
about
are
a
free.
Oh, okay.
How about a pre-order form for the calendars? Is there something we can doctor up to kind of show kind of a sampling of the calendar and do pre-order?
Yeah.
I think the problem that we
I-
talked about with the calendars was handling money and COVID. That was, then you can't really 6 feet and all of that. If people want to pre-order and pay, that's fine. But I mean, that's up to you guys. I
have no
can't do it.
problems. I have no problem. No, I'm saying I have no problem standing in front of the firehouse and selling calendars. I'm good with it. If people don't want to pick it up because of COVID, fine. I'm fine with selling something like that.
I'm fine with
So
it too.
Doesn't the
Just
fire
something to-
department have a, you could put it on a charge card? Because when they had Easter plants, you could charge it.
They do, but that would go through their 503C. So that would be kind of crossing a line there. But
Oh,
they're
okay.
very,
Right.
if we have our own bank account, a Square card is very easy. You just use your hotspot on your phone and have the little terminal next to it, and they can
Yeah.
charge right through it. And they actually have contactless now ChargeWay, where your card just taps it and it'll charge. You're charged 2.9%.
And again, I have no problem collecting money.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with it either. We have gloves, we have masks. You know, it's outside. If we did it more in the fresh air, I'd have no problem either helping out wherever I can, especially to get the calendar out so that everybody has it for, the 12 months.
Yeah, I volunteer too. So.
But if there's any images to kind of show off the calendar, I can work on trying to put a flyer together or something about it. We could do our trademark right in the middle of it, so it's not like it could be copy and pasted. But if you show a little preview of the calendar, maybe it might help.
That's something we could put on our website. That wouldn't be a big deal, and certainly post it on our Facebook page. There's nobody that's on the calendar committee, right? No. So that's kind of up to their committee. I don't know.
Well, we need to help the committee out so the job can get done.
Oh, absolutely. They're going to need
Okay.
volunteers, but they have to decide whether they're ready to go forward with this or not.
I believe that
you
they're
know.
ready. Yeah.
Okay. I don't know. I don't know when they're planning to meet again. They were, I think, socially distancing themselves. But we can ask. If we're outside, it's a little safer. The only thing I would say is we can't have people like thumbing through them and everybody touching our stock. There should just be one that's on display, and that's it. And that way we're not going to be transferring any kind of COVID from one calendar to the next. But
I think
again,
they could probably
that's up to
put
them.
each page. They probably could put each page like in a binder and just have it sitting there with pre-order forms.
That's a good idea. Good idea.
How about if you just showed it on the website? Couldn't you take the 12 pictures and just say this is January, this is February picture, this is March picture, etc., and people just order it online?
As long as they can't download it, and then they'd have their picture. So
I think
just put a copyright through it.
I think we were trying to promote it since we'd already be there with the daffodils.
Yeah.
Oh. I think I go with Eileen. I think you're touching too much. I don't know. I would rather have them see it in advance and just buy it safely. But I mean, that's my opinion on this the COVID thing. Everyone's got a different opinion.
We're handing out bulbs though, aren't we? I mean, I think we should try to sell the calendars too. I think while we're there, I think there's a safe way to do it with masks and with gloves, and I think it'd be a good promotion of the calendars that we've been working on.
Right.
Okay.
I agree that the thing with the bulbs is that everybody's just picking them up. They're not going to be able to have to look through them. They're not going to thumb through them. They're not going to touch them. They're going to say, here's your 5 bulbs and that's it. You know what I mean? With a calendar, I think, I don't know, personally, I think the best way to do it would be to make a display board or do it somewhere where it would just scroll on a calendar on a computer, so it would be easy for people to see so they don't have to touch them. We don't want everybody touching things. It's, I would feel really bad if someone said, oh, I got COVID looking from the calendars at the firehouse. I don't want to, or I got COVID because I was standing there. We don't want people to get sick.
I think that's a good idea. Why don't we do a display board?
Yeah,
that's a good idea.
That's a good idea. That is.
The last time that I talked with those ladies about it, they were worried. Well, at least one of them was worried about putting pictures online. But you watermark the pictures, and they're not going to be able to, reproduce them at all, or you put them small enough that
people do it for weddings all the time.
Yeah.
Right, and if you put them on there small enough, if they want to blow them up, it's going to look grainy and crappy anyway. So if you just put a little, 12 blocks of pictures on there and let it go, they're not going to be able to blow them up because it would just look like crap. So, but they're worried about that, and I get that, and it's their project and they've worked on it. I'll see if I can call somebody tomorrow and see what they think. I don't know.
Well, coming from the West Hartford, people stealing the bulbs from out of town, and now this, I'm starting to worry about this committee, this trustworthy committee. I don't know.
Yeah, no kidding.
What
Wow.
about the bags or whatever the bulbs come in? Stick a sticker or inside a business card shows the website for the 150th and get your calendar now.
Yep.
You
Or
know,
have
they're
just a
getting
big
the
sign. Yeah, have a big sign.
big
too also.
sign.
Yep.
Because I think that's a huge thing is we would do well with our website, but nobody knows we have a website. So maybe putting in there, this is the kickoff, and
That's a good
check
idea.
out our calendar, check out for our updates, maybe just a little brief history in that bag. Maybe a flyer's there where you could just show a quick picture of the front of the calendar, our website, and say, check back for more 150th anniversary, gifts or calendars, t-shirts, events. You can give to just get the website out.
I have a question.
I think for me personally, if I'm going to have my staff, I would probably design the bulbs to be a drive-by like you do at a store. You would drive by a circle, and we would run out to your car and just hand you with gloves this bag into your window. I think if it's okay with the group, maybe we do it separate. I don't want to. I'm going to have limited staff, limited numbers, and I'm going to have it as clean as I possibly can. Our mission with Keith, our town manager, he's very, very concerned about the health and safety of our employees. So I have to make sure I do it according to, everything. I want to cooperate, but I also want to make it totally safe. So I don't want a ton of people hanging around and everybody chit-chatting and touching each other and stuff like that. And I don't mean to sound like that. I have to be careful with our staff. Keith has a perfect record right now. No employees getting sick. And I just can't afford to be the guy that does that. So
makes sense.
I have a question. It's going to take a while for these calendars to get printed. I don't know what the turnaround is, but I don't think we can put this off for another month if we want to get calendars printed. So did we agree to do this thing?
I think Bill's answer was no.
How much is it per calendar?
It used to be, at one time I heard a $3,500 to do all the calendars.
So for how many?
Depends on how many we print. Originally, this is so hard. Originally, we had talked about printing quite a few because we thought we would be able to sell them at,
you want me to call
Kathy
I'll call Kathy on the other phone. Maybe she can chime in here. Okay. Let's see.
What do they think? Is it like $10 a calendar or?
No,
I think I said 20.
20?
I thought we had said 20 for a calendar. Oh, to make or to buy?
To make.
Oh, sorry, don't have that.
How much does it cost to make it? Do you know?
Less than $5. The last time somebody told me it was less than $5, and if we sold them for 20, we'd be making, a good profit. Yeah, I agree with the drive-by, drop the bulbs off. It's safe, it's clean, whatever. I can't be part of the other things, so that's entirely up to the rest of the committee. But I don't want to put the Parks and Rec staff in any kind of jeopardy because that's not fair. That's not what they signed up for. So if we want to do this, it has to be done on our own. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know
Yeah.
how to do it in conjunction. Maybe we just promote it at this time, promote
Right.
it through the daffodil
'cause-
sales, hand out a flyer or whatever, attach a flyer to it or something. And then, I really think online ordering is probably the safest thing to go.
Right. And I think handing out, normally I would hand out flyers and business cards, but we're staying away from that at the concerts and everything else. We're not sharing, just like menus at a restaurant. You don't want to,
Right. Right.
hand
Too
stuff out.
germy.
Yeah.
And you don't want to pick them up when you're done because
Yeah.
somebody dropped them or whatever. I get it. Mm-hmm.
Right.
Okay.
Oh, okay. What they don't know is how much.
Is she talking to Kathleen?
Sounds like it.
You know, if
I don't know.
the committee is not ready to have the calendars printed and whatnot by the time the bulbs come
Yeah.
out, then maybe we do what
Yeah.
Melanie said. Have a big sign as they do their drive-by that says, the calendars will be available, order them on the website, something like that. And then at a future date, we can have a pickup spot and another drive-by for calendars, something like that. But the thing
That
is
sounds-
if you
that
wanted
sounds
somebody
safer.
at a table,
Yep.
at a table to do it, I would do it as part of the 150
Okay.
committee. And we would not be
That's great.
expecting Park and Rec to do it and put themselves at danger.
Okay. Who is
Right.
that speaking?
Nancy Mankey,
Hi, how are you?
good.
Good. Are you Tim's new wife? No.
Yes.
Yes. Oh,
Yes.
okay. I'm just trying to put all the Mankeys. There's a million Mankeys.
Yeah. Okay. So are we good or what's going on here? I don't know.
I
don't know
think
what happened
Jerry's
to
trying to
Gerald.
talk, but she's muted.
I got you.
Uh-oh.
Okay, I'm
Well-
Kathy on the other phone. She's got hardly any battery left. So what's your question? How many calendars and how much money?
Yes.
Yes.
The original concept is what? 16 months originally.
They already said it was going to,
calendars,
oh, sorry.
1,000 calendars. And 3,200? 3,200 to 3,500 for that many calendars.
3,200 for how many calendars?
At 1,000, that was original for a 16-month calendar.
Right.
Okay.
But we're going with a 12-month calendar, so it shouldn't be that much money.
It was Susan
That's what we-
Gibbons that knows this.
Okay. Well, we're going to have to put this on hold then until Susan can meet with us and we can figure out what's
Okay.
going on.
All
Can you
right.
Okay.
can you just maybe just ask her to email us an update on the calendar?
Okay. Yep, that's
No,
fine.
I was saying,
That would be
let
good.
us know. Are they ready to go? And
Do you think you
No,
could
they're
really
not.
sell 1,000? That sounds like a lot to me.
Yeah, that does.
I think so.
I think the pre-order
500
option was better.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. That was
Okay.
based on the ability to sell 1,000 calendars.
Right. And we're not sure we have that ability. It's already August and we don't have any great big major events coming between now and then, so it's going to be a little hairy. We can promote it on Facebook. We can do a pre-order and I don't know. I'll talk with them this week and we'll I'll send an email out to everyone and we can come to a decision about how the
That's
best way
good.
to do that is.
Okay.
Okay,
All
all
right.
right. Anybody have
Okay.
anything else?
Thank you.
Okay, are we good?
Really good.
All right, anybody want to make a,
Yeah.
can we make a motion to adjourn?
Oh,
I
oh,
moved to
right.
adjourn.
Is there,
Motion.
They're closing the meeting. There.
is there anything else that we need to talk about? We just,
Do
nobody
you
answered,
have
so I assume
anything
that-
else you want to say? Oh, okay.
Okay, we're good?
Okay.
So I heard a motion. Do we have a second?
Second.
I second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. There we go. Okay, next month, first Thursday of September. All right, be good and stay healthy.
Thank you.
Everybody be
Thank,
safe.
thank you. Good night, everyone.
Night.
Night.
Bye.
No, it's over.